Hello, Rita McInerney here. I am seeking your number one vote for the Committee of 15 at this weekend's Ardèche. I'm from Doonbeg in County Clare, where I own a retail grocery business and a cafe, and I employ 15 people. I am currently Secretary of Clare CDC, and I was a candidate for the 2020 general election. I am very passionate about my community and particularly rural Ireland and balanced regional development, and I think that is something that's going to be good for all aspects of our country, from our cities to our regions to our rural areas. That if we create more balance within the country in all aspects, that this will benefit us all. And I truly believe that Fianna Fáil is the party that looks after all of the country, and we are the only party that can deliver that balance. I believe. I'm very excited about the review that took place of the aims and objectives. It really does reflect a more modern Ireland and encompasses the ethos and the core values from the foundation of the party that still pertain today. We are at a crossroads in politics. There's a lot of extremists out there. There's a lot of populism out there. And we really need to find that balance, but also to excite people about politics and get people more involved. And I suppose from that point of view, being a member of the Ard Comhairle, it's really important that we create more activity at a local level. And if we look at the common structure and the Comhairle county structure and indeed the CDC structure, and how we support that from the point of view of getting a bit more excitement and energy into that. And I think the idea there is to bring more events and policy discussions to county and regional level, where people from outside the party can come along and get involved and hear what has to be said by experts or those with different views. But very much seen as a Fianna Fáil event, but yet open to the general public to attend and participate. And I think this is how we're going to create more excitement around Fianna Fáil, that we really have our finger on the pulse of what's important to people and how we create that. Also, I suppose from the point of view of the Ardèche, we have a number of resolutions in this weekend, which I suppose reflects what's going on at local level. Particularly, I suppose, in relation to health and getting more services at a local level, and particularly in relation to primary healthcare. I passionately believe that that's where the treatment should be at. Things like our small injury clinics and our medical assessment units are working very well, and we need to strengthen those. At a regional level, Shannon Airport is hugely important to the west of Ireland and tourism in Ireland, which has suffered particularly during COVID. Also, housing is a huge issue, and I think that, I suppose, at a regional level in the Midwest, we believe that multinationals have a role to play in the housing, and also in other areas like Dublin and Cork and Galway. We see that, where the multinationals are located, they can often put stress on the housing structure. So there's lots of solutions to the housing issue that need to be developed. I suppose at a local level, and rural areas are finding it increasingly difficult to get planning. So there needs to be a serious look at how planning is done in a very environmentally friendly way, which is possible. And from that point of view, I suppose farming has a huge role to play in climate action, and we have an opportunity of working with the farming community to address climate action. And rather than seeing the farming community as a threat, you see them as an opportunity to work with a whole sector to address climate change. And they have been doing this for years, and no one knows the land better and the environment better than those that work it. So that really needs to be stressed. And I suppose generally overall, I am passionate about creating balance in this country, and we should have a target of 70% of our GDP and our population being located outside of the Greater Dublin area. At the moment, it is 50%, and we are the most dependent country on our capital city in Europe, and we seriously need to look at enhancing Cork, its population, its services, enhancing Galway and Limerick. So Cork as a second city, and Limerick and Galway as the third and fourth cities, the third tier cities, and then moving it out from there. and taking the pressure off Dublin as well. So I believe that this, as I said at the start, this is an opportunity to create better balanced development everywhere, both in cities, take that pressure off housing, off education, off health, and create a better quality of life for everybody in Ireland, those that live in urban areas, in towns and in rural areas. So that's generally about me, and what I'm passionate about, and my vision for Fianna Fáil and for the Ard Comhairle, and how we support the structures within the party and increase our membership through more activity and being seen to know what's happening on the ground and the needs of our citizens. So please vote number 1, Rita McInerney, at this weekend's Ardèche. Thank you.